Does AI actually exist? We have created machines that clearly already think and learn, but will they one day learn also to question their own existence? As artificial intelligence continues to evolve, it pushes the boundaries of what it means to exist, to be alive, to perceive reality, and to possess consciousness. But can a creation of code truly exist in the same sense that we do? What does it mean to exist, to have existence? Strangely, there is no one clear answer to this deceivingly simple question. The definition of existence is the state or fact of having objective reality or being. It refers to the condition of being alive or the presence of something in the world. At first, that definition may seem straightforward, but if you look just a little deeper, it becomes very complicated indeed. This is why philosophies, religions, and sciences have grappled for millennia with what it means to actually exist. So much so that there is a term for the dedicated study of being and existence. This is ontology, and even ontology does not have a straightforward answer to the questions we are dealing with now. Physical existence is the simplest understanding, in which to exist means to occupy space, have a body, and interact with the physical world. It's the biological and material presence of an entity. But there are several other aspects of existence, such as spiritual, philosophical, and existential. Looking at each of these aspects of existence, AI doesn't really seem to quite fit into any of them. We interact with artificial intelligence every day now, whether we know it or not, whether it's through chatbots, recommendation algorithms, or virtual assistants. But have you ever stopped to think about what it truly means for AI to exist? Let's explore the concept of existence from various perspectives: philosophical, scientific, theological, and psychological, to try to understand if AI can genuinely be said to exist. Let's begin with philosophy. Philosophers have debated the meaning of existence for millennia. Ontology, the study of being, tells us that to exist is to have a presence in reality. But what does that mean for AI? Consider the famous quote by René Descartes: "Cogito, ergo sum." I think, therefore I am. Descartes argued that the act of thinking is the proof of one's existence. But can AI think in the same way humans do? While AI processes information and produces outputs that mimic human thought, it doesn't think in the sense that it has self-awareness or consciousness. Existentialists like Jean-Paul Sartre argue that existence precedes essence. For humans, this means we define ourselves through our actions and choices. But AI doesn't make choices in the same way that we do. It follows predetermined algorithms, no matter how complex. So, can we say it truly exists in the same way humans do? AI doesn't have an essence of its own. It's a tool created by humans for humans. However, as AI becomes more advanced, some argue it might develop a form of existence through its interactions and effects on the world. But even with these advancements, AI still lacks consciousness, a key aspect of existence according to phenomenology, the study of experiences. AI processes data but doesn't experience the world. It doesn't have subjective experiences, emotions, or an understanding of its actions. So, from a philosophical standpoint, AI's existence is fundamentally different from human existence. Now let's shift to the scientific perspective. From a material standpoint, existence means to be composed of matter or energy. AI, in this sense, exists as a physical system made up of circuits, data, and code. But does this material existence equate to the kind of existence we experience? In quantum mechanics, the nature of existence becomes even more abstract. Particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously, depending on observation. This raises an interesting question. Does AI's existence depend on our interaction with it? Without human interaction, AI is just a dormant system, a potential that requires activation. AI's existence, then, could be seen as conditional. It exists when it's running, processing data, and interacting with the world. But unlike living organisms, its existence is not continuous. It's turned on and off, depending on our needs. Moreover, AI's existence is entirely dependent on its creators. Humans design, build, and maintain AI systems. Without human intervention, AI would not exist. This dependence raises questions about whether AI can ever truly exist independently, as living beings do. Theological perspectives add another layer to this discussion. Many religious traditions view existence as part of a divine plan. If existence is something granted by a higher power, does this apply to AI? Some might argue that AI, being a creation of humans, lacks the divine spark that gives life to natural beings. It's an artifact, a tool, and not a living entity with a soul or spiritual essence. However, as AI becomes more advanced, some thinkers have pondered whether it could ever attain a form of spiritual existence. Could AI one day be considered more than just a machine? Could it be seen as part of the divine plan, perhaps as a new form of life? These questions remain speculative, and many would argue that AI's lack of consciousness, emotions, and spiritual awareness means it cannot possess the kind of existence that humans or animals do. Finally, let's explore the psychological perspective. To exist, in psychological terms, often means to be self-aware. Humans are aware of their thoughts, emotions, and experiences. But what about AI? Current AI lacks self-awareness. It processes data and produces outputs based on that data. But it doesn't know that it's doing so. It has no concept of self, no internal experience, and no understanding of its own existence. It's like a sophisticated calculator, extremely powerful, but ultimately unaware. From a psychological standpoint, existence is closely tied to consciousness and self-awareness. Since AI doesn't possess these traits, it challenges the idea that it truly exists in the same way living beings do. However, as AI systems become more advanced, there's ongoing research into whether AI could ever develop a form of self-awareness. This leads us to a future where the lines between human and machine existence might blur. But for now, AI remains a powerful tool, not a conscious being. So, does AI really exist? The answer depends on how we define existence. From a physical, philosophical, scientific, theological, and psychological perspective, AI's existence is fundamentally different from our own. It's a creation, a tool, a system, impressive in its capabilities, but lacking the consciousness and self-awareness that characterize human existence. As we continue to advance AI technology, these questions will only grow more complex. But for now, AI exists in a unique conditional form, a reflection of the human ingenuity that brought it to life. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration. If you found this discussion thought-provoking, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Continue to join us as we explore the mysteries of existence one question at a time.